What's going on, YouTube? My name is ginj-tcg or Chris, and today I am back with another single prize deck that, for me, has been kind of tearing up a lot of the matchups, and it is my boy Okidogi with the Adrenabrain Power ability. If any Dark Energy are attached to this Pokemon, you get 100 extra HP and do 100 more damage, swinging for a total of 170 and having a total HP amount of 230, which is phenomenal for a single prizer, because that is two-shotting Charizard, that's two-shotting Dragapult, that's two-shotting pretty much everything in the format that doesn't resist fighting, such as like maybe Gardevoir EX. But that matchup is okay because we're going to be trading a lot of single prizes. We're just going to be Okidogi for KOs on Driftlooms. They're going to be taking KOs back on us, and we'll rock with that slugfest. But Okidogi is not the total star of the show because we have Radiant Charizard for a late game setup, since we are playing 4 copies of Luminous Energy, and our ace spec is Legacy Energy to ensure that we've got as many different types of energy as we want in play as possible, which could help set up Charizard. And our secret little, I don't know, we'll go with like backup attacker, although its attack isn't really a normal attack, is actually the Slowbro from the Pokemon Go set. I have always been in love with this Slowbro ever since it came out. I think it has one of the craziest attacks possible, and I feel like in a deck like this, it could be absolutely perfect. With the Twilight Inspiration attack, you can use this attack only if your opponent has 1 prize card remaining. You just take 2 prize cards. So essentially, we only need to take 4 prize cards to auto win with Slowbro, if we can get down to 1 prize card, which shouldn't be hard to do, because our only 2 prize liability is Rotom V, and other than that, we're only playing single prizers, so it should be pretty easy to force our opponent onto odd prizes. And I know you might be thinking, okay, but how are you realistically going to get those Slowpokes into play? You know, won't your opponent just boss KO them if they actually know what's going on? Yes, and that doesn't matter because we're playing 2 copies of Thornton. So I could play Slowpoke down in the early game, put energy like I'm setting up for a Okidogi attack, and then if like my active Okidogi is knocked out, I Thornton away the Slowpoke, put in the Okidogi, now I got an attacker, and I still have another copy of Thornton in case I want to bring Okidogi or Radiant Charizard back. So overall, I really like this deck. It's a little goofier. The list itself, you know, it's a bit odder to play compared to most decks. Like, the playstyle is a bit different because there's no real draw engine besides Rotom. There's only really 1 attacker, and that's Okidogi. You know, Radiant Charizard kind of has the same vibe. So we're going to be relying on supporters a lot, which is why we're playing 4 copies of Arven, because instead of Energy Acceleration, we're just going to hope that we can rip 1 of these 4 EXP shares. We need them to work once or twice, so we're playing 4 of them, so if 1 or 2 get lost vacuumed, we could still hang. We're also playing 2 copies of Iono and 3 Hassel, which is absolutely crucial for this deck to work. Since there's no draw engine, we can't draw into a lot of cards, but oftentimes you don't need a lot of cards, you just need a select card or 2 to make certain plays happen. So Hassel says if any of your opponent Pokemon were knocked out during your last turn, you can look at the top 8 cards of your deck, that's 9, top 8 cards of your deck, and take 3 of them and put them into your hand. So essentially, since we're playing single prizes with 230 HP, that's not super hard for big decks like Gardevoir and Raging Bull and Qianpao and all those big hitting decks to knock out. Although it is a lot of HP for a single prizer. So once our Pokemon is knocked out, which is when we need to set up another Okidogi anyways, that's we can look at a whole bunch of cards, select 3, and kind of put our plays together. So between Hassel, Arven, and just a couple Iono, just to disrupt your opponent's hand in the late game, this deck is super nice. And I feel like most times you kind of want to go first just to see if you could get an extra energy in play, although going second is fine too since we are playing Turbo Energize. Honestly, I haven't played the deck enough to say with 100% certainty that going first is best, but I know, like, a couple of my warm-up games, my opponents won the coin flip, and I just happened to go first because they chose to go second, because they were playing, like, Raging Bull and decks like that that prefer that. I didn't mind going first. Getting that extra energy in play was fine. Both times I was able to get a couple Okidogi out. Like, I started with Okidogi and Nest Ball both those times. So it wasn't bad just to put an energy on my benched Pokemon in case my active was KO'd, which happened once because my backup Okidogi was ready to rumble after that. And we are playing 2 copies of Energy Loto as well, because it is crucial that we find the Legacy and Luminous Energy when we need it with Okidogi, since those don't work with the XP share. So we are playing the Energy Lottos to find those a little bit easier, and one Dark Energy, because if we need, we could pull this out with Turbo Energize, or use the XP share to transfer the basic Dark Energy if that's what's necessary to keep our Okidogis rolling. But yeah, I mean, other than that, this was a super fun, kind of unique deck list. I've been loving it so far. I'd love to spend more time playing it. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I mean, before we get into these 3 games, I just want to say the Discord server that I made for anyone who just wants to hang, make some decks, wants some help making decks, or just to hang out with other people cooking other random lists, my Discord link is down below. Please feel free to join that. I can't wait to get into this video with you guys. Seriously, thank you so much for all the support I've been getting recently. It has been a ton of fun making these videos and just talking to different people in the comments and on Discord and helping people out with their own lists. So if you have any decks you want me to play, leave it in the comments, leave it in my Discord. I'll be sure to put it on my list that I got right here, and I'll get to it at some point when I can. Anyways, thank you so much for hearing about this Okidogi deck list. Let's get into these 3 matches and see if we can pull a winning record with Okidogi. Welcome to match number 1. Our opponent did take 1 mulligan, and although they're leading Iron Thorns, which is fine for us because we're a fighting type deck, they did have Colress in here. So, oh, that's the card. We'll just see the, nope, not that one. Where is the mulligan? Right there. They're playing Colress, Pokestop. I think this is just a Lost Box deck. So I'm going to treat it like that, and I don't really need to take Rotom now because it can't do anything. But I could Forest Seal Stone for next turn. And I'm almost so confident that this is a Lost Box deck. Honestly, I might just take Rotom, even if it's just a Forest Seal Stone. Because we've got literally every single Pokemon we want right now, which is insane. They're not KO. Whether it's Iron Thorns or Lost Box, they really can't KO this turn unless they get a turn 1 Mirage Gate, and I'll run that chance every day. So we're just gonna stack up on Okidogis. Let's double check. All right, we got 2 Thorns. We prized 1 Slowpoke, but we still have 1 Slowpoke, 1 Slowbro, and a couple Thorns to make that play work. So that's fine. And how many? We got 4 EXP shares. That's perfect. And we have a bunch for energy. Okay, sweet. And do I want to play Artazon? I don't really want to give them Artazon yet. So I think I'll just vibe. I like the hand. I'm going to Energy Lotto first. See if I could get a Luminous Energy. If I don't, I'm going to Arven for my other Energy Lotto and for Seal Stone. Because I want to just make sure I'm attacking every single turn with this Okidogi. Honestly, it does super well into Lost Box from what I've seen. And this just because, like, we're tanking hits from Sableye, we're tanking hits from Cramorant. Honestly, we even dodge Ampy very much. We have 130 HP. Ampy very much does 120 HP. We're swinging for weakness on stuff like Iron Thorns, Iron Hands. We're one-shotting Cram, Sableyes. Like, if you could just keep your energy flowing, that's the hardest thing with this deck, but if you could keep your energy flowing, I like a lot of these matchups because you just hit so well into so many single prize decks. You're one-shotting most small single prizers. Into 2 prize decks like Raging Bolt and Xianpao, you're 2-shotting both of those. Like the aggro decks into the evolution decks, you're 2-shotting Charizards, you're 2-shotting Dragapults. I mean, it's similar to like when I played it with Garchomp. The more Okidogis you use, especially with Legacy Energy, just the nicer it is to take, you know, just massive plays and massive KOs with a single prizer, and sometimes even a 0 prizer with Legacy Energy. So, you know, overall, I think Okidogi cooks. And to make a deck with it where it just functions by itself, I mean, doesn't seem too bad. And if the hardest thing to do is energy acceleration, you know, so be it. We gotta rock with that. That's definitely a challenge that we can overcome. And what's cool to note, in case you haven't seen the Garchomp video, because I believe I explained this then too. They've got a lot of Pokemon to play. Oh my gosh. Let me just check what's Lost Zone. That's big. Those 2 in Lost Zone are huge. Mirage King, Chorus. Oh my god, they got rid of another Chorus? That's massive. They're down 3 already. Yep, they're down 3. So you need 1 fighting energy for the attack. We need another fighting energy and a dark energy to get the ability and attack off. Luminous and Legacy Energy provide every type of energy at once, but only 1 energy at a time, so it completes the fighting energy while also providing the dark energy requirement for the ability. So you do only need 2 energy on Okidogi if 1 is luminous and 1 is fighting. Or, I mean, obviously, Legacy Energy works as well. But you can't have Legacy and Luminous Energy at the same time and have it work, because Luminous Energy doesn't work if any other special energy are attached. So that's why we're playing a much higher count of Fighting Energy. And, like, the one Dark Energy is fine, too. It really doesn't disrupt anything. I just think it's nice to keep one in there, so EXP share, you could pull a Dark Energy around a lot, too, because that also helps out a lot. So let's see what we get here. Ultra Ball, I kind of like. Please, one time, let me just hit this Energy Lotto. Dark Energy. It doesn't work perfectly, actually. Doesn't work perfectly at all. I think I still might have to Arven for Energy Lotto for a Seal Stone. I could also take a Gear. We could pray. Oh. Yeah, we could pray that. Or we could Turbo Energize. They're taking a slower turn. I didn't get any energy into play. How much? Okay, actually, you know what? They're only at 4. I might actually just Turbo Energize here and just play this one a little slower. So then I could take Pokégear, Turbo Energize, set up more Okidogis. I think I like that a lot, actually. Just to make sure I'm a little more consistent going into these next turns, I think I'll just Turbo Energize here and get these Okidogis ready to rumble. And then I've got Gear for next turn to get me Iono, Arven, Hassel if they KO this. I don't think it'll matter too much. And then I could hold on to the Dark Energy, which I think is all around just a bit of a nicer play. So let's do that. Let's do that. Because if all they could pull off is Cram next turn, we're fine. Because we live that. And as long as we're trading 1 prize for 1 prize, that's cool. They can KO with Ampu very much. Or not with Ampu very much, with Arm Press if they get 2 Lightning in play. They can KO with Iron Thorns. That's totally a possibility. But I'm hoping we should be able to set up another Okidogi. So if they attack with Iron Thorns and take the KO, we could just run a fade with Okidogi since we're hitting weakness. And that's a fine trade for me, because we got a bunch of Pokemon in play right now. So I don't mind taking another turn to just set up energy. Because when you're playing an all single prize deck like this, honestly, if you go behind a prize or 2, you're totally fine. Especially if you're taking massive 2 prize KOs with their single prizer that is not hard ground to make up. And since they didn't get 1 attack off in their first turn, I don't even think that's playing necessarily super slow. I think that is totally fine just to Turbo Energize there, since we definitely won't be able to later. Now it'll just make it easier for us to chain energy between our Okidogis, and even our Radiant Charizard if we can get to that. So, and again, all we need to do, we just need to take 4 prizes and then vibe. 4 prizes get Rotom off the board, so they don't just boss KO Rotom for game. That is our goal here. And time to catch back up with our opponent's been doing. Standard Lost Zone deck, it seems. How many switch cards are they down? That's their 4th. They have no more switch cards, which is big. Because I don't know what we can't one-shot. But stopping them from healing is nice. And then them just running out of switch is also just kind of nice. And there's another switch in the Lost Zone. Oh my gosh. They're down 6 switch cards already. And 2 rods? Nope. 1 rod. They got a rod off the last Pokestop, I believe. Not this one. Oh, no, it was this one. Okay. Did they get one off this one, too? Let's check. Yeah, okay. So there's 1 rod. They have another in their hand. I'm sure we're seeing Mirage Gate now. They Lost Zoned 1 very early. I can't imagine they don't have one. Are they just taking Rotom? They are. That's a little annoying. And swinging with Greninja isn't something I'm super scared of, as long as we can switch out this Rotom. And we do play Switch. So we do have... I forgot if it's 1 or 2 switch outs, to be honest, but I know we've got at least 1 in the deck. I vaguely remember seeing it when I went in my deck last turn with the Turbo Energize. So we'll see what they move around, what damage they move around here. Yeah, what I was gonna say, I assume it's just gonna be onto Okidogis, which again are fine. So we just need to get a big attack here, which I think we can do. Bravery Charm could be pretty tight. Putting us at 280 as a single prize is ridiculous. So let's pop the Pokégear, see if we can pull. Arven's nice. It guarantees us the switch, but not necessarily the energy. But I do have 4 Seal Stone. So we could go switch. That probably should be a switch card. Oh no, for Slowbro. Shouldn't be a switch card for Slowbro, just in case. And let's take the 4 Seal Stone, just so I can start getting some attacks off. and we can switch into... I don't mind giving him a damaged one here. I don't want to set up massive Sableye plays later. I'd rather him just take his KOs when he's kind of ready. We can put... actually, I'm not entirely sure where I want to put the Bravery Charm. I don't really want to pop Pokestop either, because if I get rid of a Luminous Energy or something like that, I'm going to cry. That's going to be heartbreaking. So we can just do this. Where do I want to put this? How much health do you have left? 140. You know what? If I put this on the active, he can't even KO with the Iron Thorns. So maybe I just do that, so I could guaranteed live an attack from this guy. That could be really annoying for our opponent to work through. So let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Then we'll swing for 170. We've got 190 HP left, which is a good bit for Lost Box to deal with. I don't really know if they can get around that. Maybe if they play Raikou. Oh, we get Slowpoke here. Actually, you know what? I don't even hate benching Slowpoke. If they just kill it, that just means we can Thornton it later, which I really, really like. But now we get to the difficult part of the game. Oh my god, that's massive. Iron Bundle and Blood Moon Ursa Lunacy in the bin. Yeah, that's fine by me. Oh, that is a brutal Pokestop. But as I was saying, I don't mind them just taking a big KO on Slowpoke, because if we have one in the discard pile and one in the deck, it makes it easy for a Thornton play or a Nest Ball play to get our Slowpokes down and ready to go for the... I think it was Twilight Inspiration was the attack. I don't totally remember what it was, but the, you know, auto win if our opponent has one prize left. We just take 2 prizes. Because if we could do that, that would be super nice. And they might get rid of our Charmier. The most sense. Wait, what? They got rid of Pokestop? Buddy. Wait. That doesn't make sense. Why did they get rid of Pokestop with Vacuum? They could have taken the KO with Iron Thorns if they got rid of Charm, but I don't know if our opponent mathed their maths right. Which, I understand. That is not an easy thing to do. Are they going to rip another? Oh my gosh. Dude, and they're... Oh my... Yo, our opponent needs to be careful. He's got maybe 1 Rod left if he plays 4. I don't know if they play 4, though. I feel like Lost Box decks usually just play 3. So whatever cards are left in our opponent's deck, they might just have for the rest of the game. And he takes Greninja. That's interesting. Because, I mean, I guess he could take a KO on our benched Okidogi, but... Oh, and Blood Moon Ursa Luna, which is also fine. We hit for weakness against them. So I'm not super, super scared of Blood Moon Ursa Luna either. Again, we just need a Rainbow Energy in play for next turn. That's really it. But if we can start doing that, we'll be alright. And they take Greninja with the Nest Ball. Okay, so, and I know they have a Mirage Gate. So they could play it now, although I don't think they could set up either Greninja or Iron Thorns. But let's see. Let's see what our opponent's got. They might not have many Switch left. They might just be stuck in the active. They've got 2 Switch cards here, and that's it. And in the Lost Zone, they've got... Okay, so all their Switch cards are down. They're also down 2 regular Switch. And there's 1 Rod here. How many rods here? 3 rods. Oh, they're down 4 rods? Alright, so I don't think our opponent has any sort of recovery left, which is fine. Because now we could take a big lead. Oh, boss could be nice. I could boss this guy and just get their energy out of play. Or I could boss Iron Thorns and make it so we take 2 prize cards. Both seem like legitimately solid plays to me. I think first things first, let's get the HP buff on this guy right here, put it out of Greninja range. And I think now that we did that, how many Mirage Gates are they down? 2 there, and... So they've got 1 Mirage Gate left for Blood Moon Ursa Luna, but I'm pretty confident we could deal with the Blood Moon Ursa Luna if push comes to shove. So let's just take Iron Thorns out. Let's take this guy just down and out for the count. I don't necessarily want to Ultra Ball any of these cards away yet. I don't really want to play the Slowpoke because it'll be hard to switch. So let's just swing for KO, take 2 prizes, and go up 3 against this Lost Zone deck. I think that's going to be our best out. And we'll draw some cards with this. Boom, we got Luminous. Countercatcher is really nice in most matchups. We've got a really good lead, so I don't think this is going to see play for a while. but that's fine because we got the Luminous Energy. So if we could just top deck literally any supporter next turn, we'll be good. You know what would actually be crazy? If we top deck Iono, there is a world where we could use Iono to deck our opponent out in this current situation, and that would be wild. But fun to do. And they get rid of another Switch! Dude! You've got maybe one left! And there's that's the last Mirage Gate. Okay. That's fine, I think. I don't think I'm upset about that at all, because he can't use Greninja to KO either of these guys. He puts them in, like, Sableye range, but, I mean, our Okidogis have taken way more than they're worth in prize card KOs. So, that is fine by me if he just retreats into Moonlight Shuriken. Let's see. Let's see what Homeboy's play is. I don't think it's not worth concealed cards. Using concealed cards, he definitely should not use Pokestop. He's got 5 cards left in the deck. So, yep, they're just going to go for Moonlight Shuriken, litter some more damage on our Okidogis, but we are tanking these hits. And he puts it on that Okidogi. That's interesting. Well, I know where this Luminous Energy is going right now. It's going to go... Oh, and we got the fight. Yeah. All right, this for sure goes here. And honestly, I think this could be a matchup. I could Ultra Ball away Radiant Charizard, but I don't think we need to. We're just going to run it with no supporters, man. We've played, what, 2 Arven this whole game and that boss, and that's all we need. Next turn, we got the Fighting Energy for this Okidogi, so then this guy will be ready to attack. He's got the ability buff. He'll have the 2 Fighting Energy, so that'll be perfect, and we'll still have 1 Fighting Energy to retreat the Rotom if needed. But I think we're so far ahead and pretty much OHKOing anything they put down where I think we'll be fine. And they take a Sableye down. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So they can just KO 50. They can KO this Okidogi with Sableye. But that's really it. And that's assuming they get a Psychic Energy in play. Oh, alright. Maybe they could... No, actually, they still wouldn't be able to KO this guy. I'd have 100... It'd be like the same setup as this. Yep. So that's fine. That is totally okay. I was more scared of Blood Moon Ursaludin than anything, just because it's a big 2-prizer. It takes an insta-KO, whereas Sableye wastes an energy and doesn't KO. And yeah, it seems like they're just going to go Sableye. They're going to be doing what they can, taking their first prize card. Our opponent seems to be able to take 2 prize cards this game. On 2 Okidogis. Maybe they KO Rotom if they have some sort of gusting card and Blood Moon Ursaluna next turn, but regardless, we could just pass because they'll have no cards in deck. And they'll stack up damage on Rotom. That's cool. That's cool. You got no recovery left. This Lost Box deck burned themselves way too thin. Got burned with a couple Pokestops. I guess ran into some unfortunate draws. And I just don't think it knew what to use against this Okidogi. So, I mean, yeah, I respect it. We'll take it. But I'm going to set up another Okidogi because I am not playing around with Lost Box. We'll just get another one ready to go for next turn. I'll swing for the KO on this Sableye. See what Blood Moon Ursaluna will KO. And that should be a wrap for game number 1. And this is kind of what I mean with Turbo Energize. Because we had Turbo Energize down, it was so easy for us to just attach this Luminous here, attach this Dark here, and just set up our board for massive KOs. See, that's why I don't mind taking just a turn to use that attack, you know, use that tool. And yeah, they used Blood Moon. They didn't even need that energy, did they? I don't think so. Maybe they did. And they just scoop. So, I mean, yeah, that was it. We had the KO no matter what because of weakness. We were swinging forward 340 damage on that Blood Moon, absolutely torching it. So, that's going to wrap it up for game number 1 for a nice, easy 1-0. Let's see if we could guarantee the winning record and take the chip in game number 2. To match number 2, where we are going first, and our opponent took a mulligan, and they are playing Charizard EX, which, I'm not going to lie, can definitely be a little difficult. I'm not necessarily worried about them taking a KO here, so let's just play the Fighting Energy for now. We might have to get rid of Charm. We're definitely getting rid of Charizard. I'm not going to be using this for a while. I can Thornton it back later if I need, but I kind of need a Rotom just to get a hand. So, I kind of want to keep the Switch too in case I need to get Rotom out of the active if they boss stall it. You know what? Call me crazy. Let's keep the Charm. Let's get rid of the Switch. I could get rid of the Energy, but that's too important a card. Thank gosh Rotom is not prized. Also, our Slowbro's there. That's going to be big this matchup because Charizard's a little difficult just because, again, it's got so much HP. So let's just instant charge. Let's hold the hand just for a little bit more. I'm not worried about Charizard taking some massive OHKO or something like that on his turn 1. They got to evolve. If they're going second, maybe they're playing TM Evo or something like that. Or they want to just really abuse Cleffa that's in their deck. I think both. They chose to go second, by the way. And I think both are fine plays for them. And they're going to open up with the Ultra Ball. We'll see what they get rid of. I'm sure we're either going to see Pidgey or... Oh, TM Evo and Boss. Wait, that's actually really big. I'm sure we're going to see Pidgey or Rotom hit the bench. Maybe another Charmander. Okay, there's Rotom. Yeah, they might just be going for an instant charge. I could take a KO. It depends. They Force Heal Stone. That's going to go Buddy Buddy Poffin ASAP Rocky. Yep, that makes sense. So, if our opponent only has one Charmander in play, I want to kill the Charmander. As much as tempting as a 2-prize KO on Rotom is, it's really not worth it. If we could limit the attackers they have in game, I could just deal with the Rotom later. For now, just give me their Charmanders. But I'm sure they're going to take Pidgey Charmander. Yep, okay, so now I could also boss up Pidgey and KO that. Because taking out their Pidgeot for at least another couple turns could be massive in the fact that it could ensure we get more time to set our board up. And I like that play a lot. I could Town Store now. I don't hate that. Definitely want to take another Okidogi. Throw this here. I could also Town Store next turn to get a supporter. Because I could take Forest Seal Stone, and then off that I could take a supporter. So I think I might just do that. I might just boss up this Pidgey. Take the KO here, because I really want to just take out Pidgeot if I can. They also resist fighting, which is just super annoying. We still 2-shot them, but if I could just deal with the Pidgey right now, I'd much prefer that. And our opponent has given us the thumbs down. Yeah, I would be upset too, but I think Pidgey is public enemy number 1, and Homeboy's got to go. So we also will pull an Okidogi. That's super nice. Alright, cool. I like where we're sitting for next turn. Even if they evolve this Charmander, they are not KOing our active Okidogi, which is great for us. And they play Charmeleon down. What else do they got in their hand? They got 7 cards. It's got to be something. Counter Catcher. That's annoying. that is super annoying. Because our Switch did hit the discard pile. And I don't remember if we played 1 or 2. Again, I forgot last game. You think I would have checked in between games? I didn't. I didn't at all. What did they just do? I didn't even pay attention to what they did. Palpad, Boss Arven. Okay, that makes sense. We also might be going for an instant charge play here. We get Counter Catcher. Not going to help us too much. So let's get this Okidogi down on the bench. Town Store. Probably going to take Forest Heal Stone. Not entirely sure for what yet. I want to see if we got another Switch card, because Arven could be good. And we don't. Okay, so I could take Iono and try to... Maybe a Kieran wouldn't be bad in this deck, just for situations like this. But I could take Iono, try to get another Luminous or Legacy Energy, and just take another turn to set up our active Okidogi. I like that a lot, actually. We wouldn't be able to tank a hit from Char... Oh, no, we would. We would be at 230. And he's doing 210. So, you know what? Let's try that. Let's start Alchemy. Let's see if we could play Iono, hit a Rainbow Energy. Because if we get the ability buff, we'll actually be out of Charizard KO range, which would be super nice. So, let's see if we can make that play work. And we do. And we have a Fighting Energy for next turn. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're live. All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's fine with this. I almost passed. Let's not pass. Let's draw 3 cards for passing, and that is perfect for us. Oh, my gosh. So, even if they boss KO on Rotom and go up 1 prize card, we'll have 2 Okidogi set up, and we'll be ready to rumble after that. So, that could be super, super nice. And it seems They are going to put the energy there. Max Belt doesn't help them too much. We're not playing any Stage 2 Pokemon with the exception of Rotom, who they could see is not an EX, so they will not get the 50 extra damage with that tool. But if that's the tool they take, I'm assuming they got nothing else worth it in the deck. They already played their Forest Seal Stone. They'll boss again, and it seems like they're going to go for a KO on Rotom. At least I hope so, because if they were going for a stall play, they really should have taken our Okidogi. But nope, they're going to go for a KO on Rotom. Makes sense. But that's cool, because I could pop Hassel now, so this is fine. I was thinking, too, when I was playing this deck, when I first kind of came up with the list, like, oh, should I play Collapse to get rid of the Rotom? I almost never have a full bench. So Collapse Stadium wouldn't necessarily help me get Rotom off the board and make it, like, not a liability. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's not worth it. You can see now, you saw last game, you saw now. I don't think at any point so far I've had a full bench, and I don't think I'm really going forward from here. So this is actually nice that we could promote this Rotom, though, because I could just play Energy Loto now. I was going to say I could put a fighting here. I don't know. Let's hold up. One sec. Let's see what I could pop off these Energy Lotos. We got nothing off that one. Oh, you know, let me thin the deck one more card. Whoopsies. That was a mistake. I should have done that before the first Energy Loto. Let's take out this EXP share just so I could keep energy spread around pretty nicely. Throw that there just in case. And I don't hate taking a Dark Energy, surprisingly. Because once he KOs are active, we'd be putting 2 energy on 2 different Pokemon. What's in our hand? 2 fighting. You know, actually, I could just take the Dark Energy. Now, attach that to this guy, because this fighting energy... When this guy gets KO'd, this fighting energy will go to either of these and fully set it up. Well, not this guy, but he'll be close. But now he gets the ability buff. But now, this fighting energy could help either. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's cool. Who do I want here? I want you. I don't hate getting this in the hand now. Do I have to reveal? Nope. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. And we could take another Thornton. For sure. Could be nice. Another Thornton, our only Thornton. Let's do that. Let's do that. He's thinking, buddy. Let me think. Stop questioning me. I gotta make sure I'm making the right place here. And let's just swing for 170. Swinging for 170 ain't half bad. We got a little bit to go before we are ready to potentially use Slowpoke and Slowbro. Because our opponent has to take another 5 KOs, which is a lot. Because our active won't count as a prize card. It's got the Legacy Energy, so he's going to KO it for nothing, which is super nice. Actually, I don't even think he swings for KO here, so we're trading hits with Charizard is crazy. But, I mean, that's the power of Okidogi, man. Wow, that energy was laggy. That did not want to go on Charmander at all. And we'll see what they take with Town Store. I can't imagine they have any tools left in their deck. Yeah, they got nothing. Okay, that makes sense. And we'll see. I'm hoping just a Burning Darkness for not KO. Oh, yeah, we are trading big hits with Charizard EX. This deck is going toe-to-toe with it, and I love it. I love it so much. Let's get this energy down here, just so next turn when this dies, I can set up either of these. I think that play will help us the most in the long run. And, I kind of want to take a Nest Ball. And I like EXP share. Because if I could get this Slowpoke ready... Actually, I'm going to need one more Okidogi. Because he's got to essentially kill all my Okidogis for Slowpoke to be ready. So let's still take these. But to make sure we got our 4th Okidogi. And I could discard one of those later if I need. So that's cool. And let's get this Charm. Actually, let me make sure... What other tools I got? I might just take this out of the deck just to get it out of the deck. And we'll get EXP share down here. Alright, that's cool. If he wants to boss KO this Okidogi, yep, that's like 100% fine by me. Honestly, him not KOing my Legacy Energy Okidogi, if he just tries to dance around it, could help me more. So that could be a fine play. Oh, we take 2 prize cards. That's right. That is right. And an Iono goes hard here, but surprisingly, I don't think I'm going to take it. Or I'm going to play it. They get Feather Ball for Pidgeot. Okay, yeah. So now this game is going to start picking up. Now they're going to start OHKOing pretty much all our Okidogis. We're still taking 2 shots into them. But maybe if we could get a boss on the Rotom, that could be nice. And he gets another Charmeleon. He definitely has Charizard here because he just quick search for Charizard. There's no way, unless he prized 2 of them. That'd be terrifying. But last game I prized 2, or last video I prized 2 Claydol. So like, dog, I get it. We should have another boss in the deck. So, you know, I don't hate taking a boss KO on a Rotom right now. And then, where do I go from there? Maybe another KO onto Charizard. I don't think we play 3 boss. We do play Counter Catcher, and I don't think we got rid of it yet. So, but that won't help. If we KO Rotom, we'll be at 1 prize, so it'll never be less than us. If they go less than 1, they win the game, so that would be a problem too. Wait, did they prize 2 Charizard? Dog, hold up. No. No, he didn't. Oh, he played Arven for it. Okay. Alright. That makes sense. That makes sense. He might have prized 1, though, because he had to get back a Charizard this turn for next turn. I feel like that would make the most sense. Which is cool. That's fine by us. And he's setting up Pidgeot. Oh, dude, no shot. There's no way. Alright. I mean, that's fine. I am not upset about that at all. You're going to take no prizes. I'm going to put this energy here, because when they KO this guy, he'll spread a whole bunch of energy across the board real nice. Which could be pretty cool for us. Yeah, that could work out best. So, let's get this luminous energy here. Oh man, they got to KO a whole bunch more Pokemon actually. You know what, I could Rod. He's got to take 4 more prizes. I could Rod, take back an Okidogi, and some energy. And then play Arven and take the Okidogi out. That's actually a fun play. I could take Radiant Charizard. Oh my god. You know what? Give me these guys. Give me these guys. And then I could play Arven. I could take Radiant Charizard now. That'd be fun. That'd be a whole lot of fun, actually. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Put the EXP share on Zard. That'd go crazy. Just make our opponent sweat a little. I don't even hate taking Slowpoke as well. Just getting that on the bench now. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. Just to get safety. Make him start thinking, oh, what's this Slowpoke going to do? I don't know. Beats me. Do I want to put EXP share on it? Yeah. Yeah, I do. And swing for 140. Oh, I forgot to check if we have another boss in the deck, because he just free retreats his Pidgeot. That's a little annoying. Alright. That's cool. We're going to use Zard this game for sure. I'm going to be ripping both Pokégears next turn. And looking for that Radiant Charizard, because we might need that as just a... attach a Luminous Energy and just swing 250, clean up a KO, or... yeah, clean up a KO. Definitely not 2. It'll get killed real quick. And I'm sure they're just going to take Charizard EX here. Boss's orders. Do they know? They know the Slowpoke play, but that's fine. That is fine. Because we got Slowbro and Thornton, so that works out for us. That could be a huge out for us this game for sure. So they got 3 prize cards left now. We need to KO 1 more Pokemon. So if we could get Boss here and then just coast with our hand, that would be perfect. But I don't know if we play Boss. We have Counter Catcher, so next turn that could be a thing we do. Which actually, you know what? I don't hate at all. We could Hassle. There's the Radiant Charizard. Alright, we could Hassle. If nothing else, we play Hassle and we vibe. And we got another Thornton and another Hassle. I'll take the Hassle. In case they Iono us, I want to be able to find Thornton potentially. So let's just start trying to thin the deck as best as we can. Let's get Hassle. We definitely want this guy. We want to start thinning our hand as low as possible. Just trying to play all our outs here. And let's take a... I don't necessarily want to take a Luminous Energy. We might have to. Because I'll put one on Zard. Honestly, I don't really need to. I will, though. I will. Because actually, I could put one on Zard, and then I've got one just to hold, just in case. So let's do that. Let's do this. And what do I want to do with the rest of the hand? Maybe just Ultra Ball some random things away. Just make it seem like it looks like we're in an odd spot. I don't hate getting rid of these. He knows you got Hassle. I don't really want to Ultra Ball it because then he's going to be like, oh, what else does he have in his hand? So let's just Ultra Ball these away. And take an Okidogi to thin it out. I have a feeling we're going to have to go for a Thornton play, and I want to keep one of these two with 2 energy so we could use Twilight Inspiration. So let's just swing 170. And this could work, because he'll take a KO next turn, we'll follow up. Yeah, actually, this could totally work. How many energy do you need? 2. Oh, and he's taking a KO this turn? Yeah. I like this a lot, actually. Yo, we're in a solid spot. We're in a solid spot to actually pull off this Thornton Slowbro combo. We just need to dodge Ionos. That's it. That's all we need at this point. Which isn't looking great, because they could just Pidgeot search it, and they Turo. Which is a little annoying. Except for the fact we got Counter Catcher, so I'll make it work. This is fine. This is fine. Alright. Yo, our opponent's playing crazy well. Like, terrifyingly well, though. And I love it. I love games like this. This is coming down to the wire, but I'm going to try to pull off a crazy Thornton combo. Sorry if like the commentary was a little rough in the past 2 minutes. I was trying to math out how I could actually make this work, because we definitely have an out with Slowbro, and I really, really want to take it, because that is an awesome part of this deck I want to show off. It's so much fun. So they'll Burning Darkness for the KO here. Go down to 2 prize cards, but I'm not scared of that, because I'm going to put this energy here. I'm going to put this energy here. And those 2 are ready to rumble, but I'm going to keep them in the back for Slowbro, since Radiant Charizard can now just attack for 1 energy. I could even put another Oki down, but I think that'll just hurt us more. So let's Counter Catcher up Pidgeot. So if they have Iono and play it, word. And if they don't, word. Just make sure Slowpoke's in the deck. It is. Alright, awesome. So let's swing for KO here, take 2 prize cards. And I think our opponent's going to be in a super tricky position right now, if they don't play Iono. I just want to see a supporter that's not Iono. That's it. That's all I need. And they're like, oh yeah, we're running away with it. He's not ready for these Charizard EXs to blow up the Okidogis. No, I'm ready. I'm ready. He knows what Slowpoke does, and he should fear it. Because this Slowbro is going to cook. No! Oh my god, there it is. And I'm ruined off that. Come on. Okay, wait, there's hope. If I pull Thornton off Pokégear... Oh, I got a little spit on my screen. If I pull Thornton off Pokégear, which I think there's decent chances of. Let me lower the music a little bit. Sorry, I didn't realize it's heating up. Me too, man. Me too. We're heating up. I think that other Thornton should be in the top 7, because we had a bunch of cards in our hand. So there's a good chance we could pull Thornton off. Yo, come on. Make Iono a lie, or just top deck Thornton. Nah, that's not it. Oh my god, no, we don't have the evolution. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no. I'm like, oh, we can do it. We can't evolve. Oh man, he just had the Iono. That blows. That blows. I could swing for 170. It's not going to matter. It wasn't boss. Did I even have the option to take boss? I don't think I did. I think it was this or Arven. Man. Alright, I mean, we might as well do it. We've waited this long. I could take Radiant Charizard. Doesn't really matter. Can I put an item card? Yeah, we might as well just do this. It don't matter. It don't matter at all. Man, dude, we had Thornton and everything. That's heartbreaking. That is a heartbreaking way to go out. We even took out the Pidgeot. You couldn't even Iono for it. I'm curious if it was the top deck. If it was the top deck, that's just some brutal luck. I thought we had that in the bag, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's brutal. That is... I mean, I think we did everything we could. We gave it the absolute best shot we had into Charizard. Maybe there's a way I could have played it a little safer with more Okidogis or something earlier, but I really wanted that Slowpoke chip. But we fell just a little short at the end. Late game Iono did exactly what it's there to do, destroyed our hand. We lost game number 2. We're 1-1. Let's see if we could come back from that and pick up a positive record in match number 3. To match number 3, where we're going to try to turn this around with Okidogi. I trust my boy. I think he can make it work. And I started a little early because I just wanted to say, like, while the setup process is going on, I was thinking, I legitimately took a couple minutes to think about, like, last game and what potentially could have went wrong, why I might have lost that, because I think we definitely could have won that one. And I think there is a chance if I played Thornton before the Iona, like, on the turn right before he played the Iona, we could have got a Slowpoke on the bench, which then could have helped us next turns since we got gear to get Arven for Ultra Ball and take the final win that way. That would have been epic. The only thing is, if we did that, yo, this hand is wild. What am I staring at? Who shuffled this deck? I gotta have a word with them because this is ridiculous. 3 Ultra Ball? Man, they take another mulligan, thank gosh. We're up against Guardy, so it's gonna be a little difficult, but I think we can make it work. Anyways. What was I saying? So, like, if we took Thornton first, if we played that route, right? They 100% could have bossed our Slowpoke up and killed it, and we would have been cooked. Yo, who shuffled this deck? Again, they could have taken boss. They could have just KO'd our Slowpoke. We would have been a mess after that. I think we would have lost the same exact way, pretty much, except they would have left our hand. We just wouldn't have had a way to get Slowpoke down again. So, I don't know if we necessarily had an out at all because of that. I mean, maybe if the odds were different. Like, I was thinking that. I was thinking the odds of them having boss are much greater than the odds of them having an Iono because I remembered they pal-patted their boss back into the deck. So that's kind of what I was thinking. And, I mean, again, like, you know, I don't... If someone in the comments, like, has some crazy mathematical way to explain that the odds were the opposite, please let me know. Because I want to put out, yo, whoever shuffled this deck, they didn't. They literally didn't. This is crazy. In what world? 3-2-2-1. In what world is this our hand? This is nuts. Well, we're going to set up our whole bench, I guess. This is ridiculous. I can't believe this. Oh, man. Okay, Legacy's prized. That's good. Yo, so whoever shuffled this deck wanted me to go 1 and 2. That's wild. That is wild. We'll take 2 of these guys. I don't really know if I want to play another Ultra Ball. I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to play the Dark Energy either, because if I get a Rainbow Energy, I'm going to want that more for an attack next turn. So I'm just going to instant charge, and I'm going to hold the Ultra Balls. We don't need more Pokemon than this. I like this hand. I like this hand a bit. Anyways, yeah, they could have bossed up a Slowpoke if you played Thornton first, and if someone has a way to disprove that in the comments, and like the odds were actually the opposite way than I was thinking, please let me know. I don't mind backseat gaming as long as it's done like respectfully, like I'm cool with it, you know what I mean? I want to put out good content, like I want to be the best player I can, so I could show you guys how to play decks at the highest level possible. And I know I've been playing the game for a bit, and like I don't necessarily think I'm a bad player, but I know there's a lot of room to grow. And I'm also super new to YouTubing and stuff like that. So I don't mind when people are giving me feedback and comments. And oh my god, our opponent is having a go at it right now with Gardevoir. So that's going to be a problem because we're not. So there's going to be an interesting game 3 for sure. But yeah, I mean that's just kind of what I wanted to say about it. You know, so I hope I didn't make any insane misplays that are making you guys seethe. I hope I haven't been doing that like every video and stuff like that. I hope for the most part I've been making some decent plays. I don't know if there's a way I should have gone about that differently. We're weak to Psychic, aren't we? Yeah, we are. But yeah, I mean, anyways, let's jump in game number 3. Our opponent had the setup of a lifetime, but at least we could take a KO this turn as long as Switch isn't prized. Cool. Perfect. And we definitely want to take Forest Seal Stone. You know what? I could save it. Actually, let me take the EXP share. Because if I could get multiple Okidogis ready to rumble, that would be preferred. And we could always... We could Town Store next turn for Seal Stone if we need it. I'm also holding on to the Ultra Balls. We don't need more than 2 Okidogis out right now. There's no shot we're going to get a third one set up. It's kind of just a boss liability. So I think I'm alright with this board state for now. Let me just swing and take the KO and just kind of see where it goes from here. And we'll take our first prize. What do we get? This is definitely a game where we might have to Slowbro, because they're using a bunch of single prizers. So there is also a good shot that if we could just trade 1-for-1 and just go back and forth, we could just stop, try to thin our deck in hand as much as possible, and then try to set up a Slowpoke bro. I think ideally we want to get it so we have one Slowpoke on the bench, one in the discard pile, so we avoid what happened last game. But it's a hard play that I'm still learning how to pull off frequently, especially in a deck like this where you don't have a draw engine. It's super weird because there's so many things you need to make sure are in your hand and in your deck as outs to make sure it can happen, no matter if you get Ionoed or something like that. And them getting rid of Artazon makes sense. It makes it... Oh, yo, Fluttermane's ability is annoying, dog. Oh, I don't want to see that Pokemon at all. That's bad. Yeah, I'm assuming they're just going to retreat into Fluttermane, right? I feel like it would make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'm cool with that, though. Our hand was alright. How many energy are in here? Only one? And they used their manual attachment, didn't they? Yeah, actually, alright. So they might not be able to Fluttermane this turn. I kind of want to boss it and just get that out of here, because that's going to be a really hard one for us to get around. Do they have another energy and discard? Because there's only two, so they can't Fluttermane attack. They don't. Okay. And we kind of whiffed a KO here too, that's big. That's really big for them. So I think we're gonna have to Forest Seal Stone for boss. I'm not sure what we'll take out, but maybe something else. We don't play Cologne or anything like that. We could attack this later with Radiant Charizard, which might be a shout. So we might just have to boss around this for now. Take out a Curlia. Try to limit their draw power a little bit. Can I Energy Lotto? Thank gosh I hit for Luminous. Cool, cool. Let's get this here. You know, I don't even mind swinging into it and just doing 70. Because then if they can't use Gardevoir to set it up, because they'll just... they'd KO themselves. So that wouldn't work either. I don't know what the play here is. I think I just want to go for boss. I just want to kill a Curlia if I can. I think that'll help us a little more in the longer run, just taking out some of their draw engine. I think I said that last time against their Pidgeot. Look where that got me. But it's cool. It's cool. We gonna run it. We gonna run this fade. We're gonna go up 2 prize cards against Guardy. As a single prize deck, I think that is a great thing for us. Also, oh, they Ionoed away my Town Store. That's right. I'm like, I thought I had a Town Store. I didn't. So let's swing for 170. And I like this a lot now too, because now we could Iono next turn. And I'm sure they'll promote Fluttermane again, and they'll have a way. Yeah, actually, they'll just straight up KO us with Fluttermane, because they'll turn off our ability, so we've got 30 HP, and now they're swinging for weakness, so they're swinging 180. So this Fluttermane is actually really annoying. But as long as they use Gardevoir EX's ability to set it up, our next Okidogi will return KO it, which I think that's the way we had to do it. Oh. Yeah, that hurts. I didn't want to see that. That's bad. Because now they're going to get 2 of our Luminous Energy down. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. But that's alright. We'll make it work. They got 4 energy in here. Yep, they could 100% destroy us. Oh my god. And a Temple of Sinnoh? Oh, no shot. Oh, no shot. Yeah, this is going to be a hard one. I don't hate them Ionoing us here. I want to see new cards for sure. I need another stadium. I need another stadium now, or we're hurting. But I'm not sure if we could get it. I might just have to counter catcher up Curly or something like that. I mean, I could give them Rotom, but still, like, they'll just KO it so easily with Gardevoir EX's ability. Man, I did not want to go down with the deck like this, but I'll try to fight the good fight. I'll see if I can pull it out. I'll see if I can pull out a chip. You know what? I could promote Okidogi. There is a chance we could get just the Dark Energy and take a KO on this Fluttermane, because this thing has got to go. This thing is a problem for sure. But we also need to get rid of Sinnoh if we get a... This is a tricky situation. This is a tricky situation for sure. 100% a Slowbro game. We just gotta take 2 more kills. We just gotta take 2 more kills, and that's manageable in the time they take 5. So let's see what we can do here. Alright. I want to run the gear first. What we got? Nothing. Oh, that's not what we needed. That is not what we needed at all. Because they're just going to take another KO here. Man. You know what we might have to do? This hurts. Pray we got another Okidogi in the deck. We don't. Oh my gosh, yo, nothing is working out for us. We got 2 Thorntons? We do. Alright, we're going to take a Slowpoke. We're going to have to play right now. And throw this energy right here, and we're just going to have to instant charge. Just let them take the KO, because we whiffed a supporter. I was praying we could get a hassle off that supporter. Now we do. That don't help us at all much. It's a little too late now. Alright, we still in this. We could fall a little behind. Not behind. We could fall even, which we definitely will. But this Flutter Mane is proven super problematic. The issue is Flutter Mane Temple of Sinnoh. That is a combo this deck does not want to see. But that might be how the turns have tabled. That we are not playing with the draw engine, so we kind of dug our own grave with this one. And we'll see what we can make work from here. Yep, they're playing Arven. They're getting all their outs, man. I don't know how to get around this one. This is a hard puzzle to figure out. We've taken 2 prize cards. Thankfully, we took, I think, an early enough lead where we have a chance to still pull this off. Again, really, we just need to take like 2 more KOs and then just kind of try to fall back on Slowpoke. Screamtails is a little annoying for sure, because I could just target our Slowpoke. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. 2 KOs. 2 KOs is all we need. We'll figure the rest out. So let's do it. We in this. They're going to have 4 prize cards after this, and we're going to need to take... We're going to have to treat it like we need to take 3 prize cards. Because Slowbro will just count as like an instant 2 prize attack, you know, but we still need time to attack. So they retreat here. That's interesting. I kind of hope they chase down that Slowpoke now. Because that'll give us more time to take another KO, and we've got Thorntons, so I'm really okay with them chasing down this Slowpoke. As long as this hassle's big, and we kind of need it to be. We need a Stadium and a Rainbow Energy ASAP. ASAP! And a Rod. Rod goes really hard too, since, you know, we're down half our Okidogi, or no, just 1 Okidogi. Man, oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is bad. Who are they KOing? It's not our active, I bet. They're trying to stall us up here, which is going to work. It's going to work really well. Yup. And an EXP share doesn't proc because we're not in the active spot. Oh my gosh. Man, I thought we could bait them with Slowpoke if they knew what it did. It seems like I was very wrong. This is going to be a hard third game. I don't know if we're going to pull through on this one. They kind of got everything they need. I don't think we have another switch in the deck either. We could Thornton, but that doesn't help us because we don't have energy in play. Oh boy. Not good. Not good at all. So let's take this, and let's take Rod, I guess. Try to get back our Pokemon. Yeah, I'm not sure what the play is here. I'm hurting. I am hurting for sure. Let's just beef up this guy's HP. I'm pretty sure he'll still die. Because he's doing... How much damage is he doing? 1 tool, and he's doing enough. And we just gave it to him because we're playing Town Store. Oh, no. Yeah. Maybe that was a little dumb. Maybe that was dumb. I was just so terrified of Sinnoh. I think I just fell apart completely. Let's see. Let's see what their run is. What they're running. What their play is. I don't know if we can do this anymore. I think I might have dug my own grave with that Town Store. Maybe I could pull out some crazy Radiant Charizard loops. That would be pretty tough, I'm not going to lie. That would be pretty tough. But I don't know how likely it is, because we need to get Radiant Charizard in the discard and then play Thornton. So, and then keep another Thornton for the Slowpoke at the... Ah, man, yeah, this is hard. I don't know if I can do this one. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to give it a good shot. And see where it takes us. Yeah, he's just going to kill Rotom here. Man, that's so problematic. Maybe I should have put that energy on the active. But then he would have just taken out Okidogi. Yeah, he's going to drop down to 2 prizes here. He's just going to use Screamtails. He fails the search. Iono, actually, I'm cool with, because This hand, we were just a little too far off from success. And this is even farther off from success. Yeah. Yeah, this one's going to be a beatdown for sure. This one ain't going to go well. Maybe. I don't actually, we can't even stall them out because they got all psychic Pokemon in play. So they could just accelerate energy everywhere. Unless they put all their energy in play, in which case we could boss Kirlia. So that still might be our only out here. I'm not happy about it, but I think it's kind of what we got to do. So, all right, let's rip the Energy Loto. What we get? More fighting. That does not help us right now. That does not help us at all. Could Turbo Energize. Not going to help us either because we don't need these basic energy. We got our Dark in play. Might as well. I think we're just kind of cooked here. We just got Iono'd into the world's worst hand. Whoever shuffled this deck, yeah, they did not like us. They didn't like us at all. And we're just going to have to pass. Let them do this whole thing with Screamtails. Maybe, just maybe, we'll top deck Boss. Actually, didn't we use Boss already? We'll top deck Counter Catcher, hopefully. Nope, we used both of them. Oh, I don't know if I played 2 Counter Catcher. I'm praying I did, but I don't think I did. I'm not sure how we get out of this one. Thornton could help. Thornton could totally help. But how? What's the run? What's the play? Alright. Let's throw this energy here. We're going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out for sure. Let's thin the deck a little bit. Come on. They got 1 prize. That ain't good. That's not good at all. Are they down their Boss? No. They still got Boss. They're down Counter Catcher, though. Because I'm thinking what could happen. If we top deck, like, Legacy Energy or something like that, we could be in business. We just need a Rainbow Energy, and then we could Thornton back Okidogi. That play would go kind of hard. What we get? Nah, it doesn't help us. Actually, we could retreat after that. You know what? We're going to have to. Attach this retreat. Oh, then he just takes the KO. I could go for Energy Loto. Also wouldn't help me, would it? Yeah, because they just take the KO no matter what. They just promote Flutterman. We're cooked here. We needed a Rainbow Energy, and we did not seem to get it. So we might as well just do this. We might as well just do it to say we did it. Just take the Slowpoke play. We put Guardy down to 2 prizes, but we could not get going at all. But surprisingly, this is almost like closer than I feel like Homeboy would have expected. I mean, look at that. We only lost by 2 prize cards. That ain't bad. That's not bad at all. I could live with that. I can't. I'm upset about it, but I'll take my 2 prizes. I'll give them the chip. They deserve it. Oh, yeah, I forgot our Legacy Energy was prized. We said that in the very beginning. Man, that was not set up well for us. We got hammered on that last one, and they just take an easy walk in the park KO with their Screamtail, who did pretty much all of the work. Why are you playing Town Store, dog? You don't need any tools. Maybe it'll pass one time. That'd be pretty epic. Just hit that end turn button. Let me pray. Let me dream. Come on. Turo. For what? What is Homeboy doing? What is Homeboy doing? I have no idea. Klefki? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Retreating into Gardevoir EX? Oh, that was pretty cool. Alright, that was a cool way to end it. Yeah, I'll give him that. that was alright. Klefki shut down all our abilities, so that's why Okidogi got KO'd at the very end. That was a harsh one. That was a harsh one. Cool play from our opponent. Cool play to end the game. I'll give it to him. That was pretty tight. We lost by 2 prize cards against Guardy. It didn't feel good, but if we could have set up better, that could have went so well for us if we could just get established. But I think, you know, the deck definitely needs another switch after that. I mean, if we were able to get that Slowpoke out at any point, we were live like that. We were not, because that Slowpoke was stuck, and my energy was everywhere but the Slowpoke, because I don't know. I don't know. I thought I played a second switch. I don't think I did. And I think I need to learn my lists a bit better because of that. But definitely an option for the deck. Overall, the deck's a blast, man. I mean, give it a shot. Give it a shot. I definitely had a rougher go at it today. I think today was just one of those days on the ladder where I was just getting shuffled into some butts hands and I could just not pull my plays together. Hopefully tomorrow I will be back, and tomorrow I'm shooting for a perfect record. I want all the chips tomorrow because I'm not happy. I went 1-2 in the past 2 videos. That ain't me. That's not how we roll. We're pulling a 3-0 tomorrow for sure. Watch it happen. But thank you so much for the support. If you made it this far in the video, please like, subscribe down below. I mean, I appreciate all the support, and I can't tell you how much it means to me. But, I mean, I'd love to hear what you guys want me to play. But, anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope to see you guys in the future. Trust, come back tomorrow. We're going 3-0 for sure. I will see you guys then. Peace.